Hi, and welcome to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I am your host, Eric Knowles. But before we get started, a word from one of our supporters.
Miami-Dade College has career paths in anything you want to be. What's your story? Be global. Be cutting edge. Be inventive. Be investigative. Be a hero. What do you want to be? Be the best. Be you. Be MDC.
Hi, and welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I am your host, Eric Knowles, and you already know the deal. I am excited is an understatement on this one. I have in the studio the one and only Mr. McGilvery, Rodney. How you doing, man?
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Rodney McGilvery, Dream Clean. I'm telling you, folks, this guy here, you're talking about chamber member. Rodney is the chair of the membership committee. And we're going to go, well, gosh, there's so many places I want to go with him. He's doing so much. I mean, not only building his business, helping others build their business as well. How are we doing?
You know, it has been just amazing every day. And I've instituted something into our business and what we're doing to say, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
You know, do everything that you can do that day.
Hey, tomorrow's not promised.
And you'll be ready,
Exactly.
know, as you would say so many times, just stay ready. So you want to have to get ready.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Dream Clean. Tell folks a little bit, who is Dream Clean?
Well, I have termed Dream Clean. First of all, Dream Clean is a commercial cleaning service here in Miami-Dade County for 25 years.
25 years. I'm telling you, folks, 25 years in business. They say most businesses fail within the first or second year. What's the key?
I believe that when people look at a commercial cleaning company or any cleaning company, money is the motivation and to do more and to get more. But Dream Clean started for me as a business that I really wanted to have. First of all, it matched me because I'm a cleaning freak, Second of all, I felt like a service business always had room to grow.
Right.
And there was not a ceiling, So there have been challenges, but I think that all the challenges we have helped us grow.
Right.
So we've taken that and moved it in a place where, not that it's easy, but it separates the committed from the uncommitted, especially when you're working and you're growing every day and you're moving every day, the committed versus the uncommitted.
Well, that's a good point. A lot of people want to start business, but they don't understand the commitment that it takes to keep a business going.
Right.
One thing that I always talk about is having the back of your house together. There's some intrinsic things when it comes to running a business that you have to get up every morning, as I say, and hunt when you're running your own business.
Absolutely.
Nobody's writing a check for you to come to work every day. And at the end of that week, and end of those 2 weeks, you get a check or you get something in your bank account, direct deposit. There ain't no direct deposit when it comes down to running your own business.
Well, if you look at businesses and what people are doing when they start businesses, people who've had 3, 4, 5, 6 different businesses, if they've had 6 different businesses and no more, they made the mistake in all of their businesses. So I found that the 25 years of Dream Clean, we use every hiccup, every diversity, every we're not paying you, every little challenge that we could do to
We're
grow.
not paying you.
When those things happen, you learn that when you run into customers and they choose not to pay you, I believe that the problem, the root problem in the issue, that you didn't take enough time to look at the customer you were about to have. You were focused more on how much money you were going to make.
Mm,
So when you take the time and say, do I want to do work with this person?
right.
Answer that question and then continue. So if you can't have a relationship, if you can't communicate with whoever is in charge with it, these are signs that maybe this is a job that not only you should ask more questions, but you should start to see, maybe even check out the company. Maybe the company is not a company you want to work with. Too many small businesses get blinded by how much money they're going to make,
Right.
instead of in bed in the business.
And to your point, when we talk about, for instance, as a chamber, we talk about providing technical assistance, how to get certified with Miami-Dade County or Broward County or the school boards. And a lot of folks don't go after the small opportunities. They want to go after the $1 million contracts versus the $50,000 contract. And you're just building your business. And it's starting out and learning and understanding the processes is important.
I believe that is the most important. When you're making $60,000 a year, you know how to do $60,000 things. But when you're going after something that's 1.4 million, 1.6 million, it's a different category of the things that you have to have available just to be able to do that business. So sometimes people may align themselves to get the job and maybe have a friend that's in the job to say, I'm going to say yes to you. But then the thing that they discover in the downfall is they're not aligned to do the business that they're going after. So it most of the time fails. So you have to have your back house together. You have to have systems in place that work. And you must also make sure that you're not having a business growing a job.
Mm.
So if
Explain that. Say that again.
Most people are out there trying to make money to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are out there with their businesses wanting to hit that bottom line so they can pay their employees and take the rest of the money and pay bills. But at the same time, they are the ones who are involved with the system every day. So in actuality, you have a job in the beginning because you're the owner of the company, but 5 years, 10 years, 11, 15 years later, if you're still working as a job in the business, then you have made a job that's busier for you instead of creating a system where you have people doing the job.
Right.
And that's why people say, you sitting at home? Yes.
But you put a system in place and you have figured out that it's important to have the right people in place to help you run and grow your business.
No
Because
matter-
you can't do it all by yourself.
No matter how many people, the more people you go to, the more you figure out what you're actually looking for. Usually when you go after an office manager, you're just trying to fill a spot, but that may or may not be what you're looking for. So you didn't ask the individual you hired as an office manager, what do you look at in 5 years, in 1 year? And what do you think about your position? You need to know these things before you start onboarding people to scale up.
Okay. You've been a member of the chamber how long now?
5 years.
5 years. We're about to take a little break, and so I don't want to go into depth with it. Actually, we're going to take this little break, and we're going to come back on the other side.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast-track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
Hi, and welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I am your host, Eric Knowles, and I am here with the Chamber's membership chairman, Mr. Rodney McGilvery. And before we took the break, we talked about how long you've been with the Chamber. Rodney's that guy that's always hands-on. I mean, you're there. We talk about when we talk about membership, a lot of people, and this is not just with the Miami-Dade Chamber, with other chambers, retention is probably one of the biggest challenges, retaining members. But a lot of people say, well, I joined the chamber, I didn't get anything out of it. And you know exactly where I'm going.
Yes.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
You know what I find, and even in the membership position, when I meet someone, I always say, the chamber is not made for everyone.
Right.
Working with my company is not made for everyone. But when I see those people who are looking for answers, and when they're looking for answers, or they're looking to grow, or they're looking to meet people, their criterias, the business where people are making a good profit on what they're doing, they have relationships with them. So if you're only coming in to get a check without making a relationship, so let's take that relationship. If they're looking for a relationship to meet other people who meet other like-minded people, then the Miami-Dade Chamber is the best place to be, because not only you can sit at home every Tuesday at 4:00 on Zoom call, which is where I've gotten a lot of my understanding about the chamber, and meet people. You can look at the opportunities that the chamber can bring. I would always advise everyone, reach out to some of the people who put their names in the chat, and you may find another bridge to another opportunity. But being in the chamber has taught me one thing. I was able to sit on a Zoom call for 5 years and look outside of the systems that the chamber was really putting the opportunities in front of you. Not there have been months and I didn't do anything that I felt like pushed the needle, but I did go to the first breakfast and I met somebody else.
Right.
I did go to the networking sessions and I met someone else. I have been known as the person who goes for a few minutes and leave, but you can be guaranteed I went to meet someone there that I promised that I would be there.
Right.
So I did go there for a reason. I just didn't go up to show my face.
Right.
So what I try to tell people when they're interested in the chamber, I try to find out what type of time they have. And I also try to find out what are their reasons. If your business and your why is to pay your mortgage, then you need to do a little bit more, So when it comes to developing relationships, you don't go out and meet someone and they write you a check. You may meet someone who wants to write you a check,
right?
But that's when you got to push down on the relationship.
But you just hit something, relationships. It's about building relationships.
Right.
And sometimes, as I say also, you may meet someone and it may be a year or two before there's a transaction between the two of you. So it's not just about this immediate gratification, or it's the gratification of building that relationship. And that person you're building a relationship with, you may not do business with them right away, but they may introduce you to someone else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm just going to give everyone a clue that really led me into this direction during COVID, when everyone was shut down, not talking, not going anywhere, and everyone was trying to do everything online. We decided to go back since the start of business and just answer a question with every customer we ever had. How did we receive this customer? Did we get it from a flyer? Did we get it from a phone call? I even have a customer that I emailed, I faxed a number that I found in the Yellow Pages, who is a close friend today. But the first time I met him, I sent him a fax.
Right.
So knowing that person and talking to people and learning about people, those are bridges to some of the largest high dollar jobs we've ever gotten. And when you look at where it came from, and I'm going to give you a number that's going to blow you away, 99% of our customers came from the relationships we had.
Absolutely.
Only 1% of it came from a flyer. Only 1% of it came from an email or a fax. 99% of the business that we'd had up into COVID came from people that we knew. It was a referral.
And talking about your business, tell the people a little bit about some of those contracts that you have. You had some very interesting.
People are always interested in what does Dream Clean do.
Mhm.
We have moved that Dream Clean brings you peace. We have also determined that it's not just the cleaning. You know, there's a series of things, and I'm going to give you an example that makes cleaning kind of the last issue. And one of the issues are the people that you have. Are they happy? And I serve breakfast every morning at our office.
Right.
The vehicles and everything that you use, we're a cleaning company. Is everything clean? You know,
It makes a lot of sense.
you know, so I started focusing toward making sure that the office, the van, the tires, I even have an employee that cleans the inside of the tires. You know, he has a little bit more in his head about wanting to clean, you know, but that makes me want to pay him more.
Right.
He's putting more commitment to making sure that a cleaning company is an actual cleaning company. So as I embed the employees and as I share with them, I also have a motto that every employee must know everything, how much it costs, where the keys are, what banks do we bank at, what do we do, and also with the commitment of teaching other people about what we do. You know, so when I tell someone we do post-construction cleaning,
Okay.
we do event services, we also do office buildings. We are a commercial cleaning company. So any commercial grade cleaning is what people call us for, warehouses. We've had customers like Chef Warehouse, you know, out of Miami Gardens, which they called us 6 years in advance about the project. We have right now a customer DP World, the largest automobile distributor in the world.
Wow.
That's out there in Doral. They called us a year or so in advance. And we've also done the Citizen M hotels. Each one of these jobs didn't just need cleaning. These jobs, right product, committed people, happy people, schedules, timing. And now that we have NV2A as one of our customers who's building the South Dade Transit electrical bus terminal, we have implemented a system that the managers who work with us know every single thing, every single day we clean by video daily.
Wow. You know, where do you see Dream Clean in the next 5-10 years?
I see Dream Clean really putting a lot of irons with helping people, and those people that we're helping in a way is moving Dream Clean along in business. I don't see Dream Clean as a company that's going to tailor off and sell. I don't see Dream Clean as a company that's going to tailor off and fail, because what we do every single day pushes the envelope of what we want to do with new innovations, with change, the right equipment, having employees. I've had both my daughters and my granddaughter work in the company. So Dream Clean being a place where they can always have a job and always do their input. And all three of them put their designs, put my book material, put organization of all the receipts that we receive every day. They each do something that moves the needle for Dream Clean. So I see Dream Clean growing with the people that are affiliated with Dream Clean.
How can someone get in touch with you?
They can give me a call direct at 305-318-5412, or they can just email me at rodney@dreamcleanmiami.com.
And website?
Our website is dreamcleanmiami.com.
Well, this has been our membership chairman, our membership guy who just makes it happen for us. If you want to know more about the chamber, you can go to 305-751-8648. Obviously, call us, or you go to m-dcc.org and find out more about the chamber. This has been the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. See you on the other side. Today, I stand before you, a proud graduate of Miami-Dade College and the 5th president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I'm honored to return to the college that prepared me to become a leader in our community, providing an education second to none. So I'm asking you to please tune in every Monday at 12 noon to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce's Member Connection, as I interview members of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce on our Facebook page at Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce or our YouTube channel, Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. To learn more about the Chamber, please go to m-dcc.org or call the Chamber at 305-751-8648.